Hi everybody. Let me see. I'm using my cousin's closed unused applications. I'm using my cousin's um computer. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Welcome to Galactic Hood Buddha. I miss you guys so much. I'm here to do your weekly tarot from October 2nd to October 9th. So it's going to pretty much be from today to next week. We are going through a lot. Today itself, Pluto goes direct. So all that energy and friction that we've been having with authority, um, if you thought that things were crazy then, wait until you see what happens this time forward. There's a lot of control issues going on when it comes to the external world, like, our government and things like that, as well as our internal world, our workplace, and just our career. Pluto is in um, Capricorn, and Pluto is about death and rebirth and reconstruction and the shadow. And then Capricorn is about grand rising. Capricorn is about society, your career. Well, the 11th house is actually for that as Aquarius. But Capricorn is more in the career area, more in the public eye, more in the how can we say it's the 10th house? So it's also related to like your father. So if you've been having, I have been having. Wow, that makes sense. It just hit me. If you've been having any masculine friction, like if you've been having any friction with any male figure, the 10th house has to do with that. And with for April, May, June, July, August, September, for the last 5 months, we've been fixing all of that and going through the shadows of that. And I know I have been arguing with my father. All those things have been happening, but those things have been happening for us to release and clear away. So now that Pluto is direct, we have a sense, which now I just got my aha moment. We have a sense of knowing what route to take. For example, I know not to dispute with my father. He's 86 years old. I just let him live and he wants to do what he wants to do. So be it. But at the end of the day, I do the best that I can as a daughter. So that's what I got out of these last 5 months of friction with my father. Also, when it comes to your career, when it comes to work, when it comes to your boss, there is a lot of friction on that aspect. So, I am in a hotel. If you guys can hear me, let me know in the comments. You hear music in the background. I can't do nothing for that. And if you think I can't see, I probably can because this wig is in my face. But it's cute. And I miss you guys so much. So, it's not going to be like before where I dive deep today because we're coming back. What I'm going to do is share what's going on for the week that's coming up so you can be prepared. Do the 12 card for each zodiac sign and then take out soul's journey. So um, I'm in Florida. My younger sister, shout out to her, bought me a flight. She um, she's a doll. She bought me a flight. Me and my older sister a flight to come out to Orlando to relax. But y'all know I can't relax, but this is my relaxation. When you do what you love, there's no downtime. But I am having a downtime because I do make space for myself throughout the time that I'm here. So if you don't know, my mom's passed away in 2019, and then recently my aunt passed away in July, and they both was like basically twins in a sense. Like they really hung out together. They got the same medical illness together. They pretty much um transitioned with the same illness in a sense, like renal disease. So I'm with my cousins here too, and it's so heartwarming to be here with family. And as I say that, this is what next week theme is going to be about. Next week theme is going to be about restructuring the people that you feel no longer belongs in your life, restructuring the way you bring people into your life, and also how are you treating yourself and how are you giving yourself space to die what no longer serves and rebirth what you would like to bring into fruition for the next year or so, we have a lot going on. Y'all know I have my handy dandy planetary guide. And I was looking, y'all. This guide only has 4 more pages left for the year. This was a hell of a year, don't you think? Let me see something. I don't know how to use this one, but I don't know if you guys are writing to me or not. But okay, there you go. All right. So this week, what's happening? Like I told you, today itself, if you feel some type of shift happening within you, the shift is that Pluto's going direct. So anything that any shadow work, a lot of shadow work. So if you've been going through your dark, what they call that, the dark night of the soul, where you may be feeling depressed, you may be feeling anxious, you may be feeling like nothing is working out, and for the last 5 months you've been feeling that darkness. Um, is going to be clearing up now as long as you have given yourself the ability and chance to release. Now, if you're still in the same spot, I don't know what to tell you. We are here to evolve. So if you find yourself being in the same position that you were last year or 6 months ago, allow yourself to change. Give yourself permission to change. You are the only one that could do that for yourself. So, dun dun dun. Where we at? All right. So the theme here says you go your own way. So right now, because of Pluto in Capricorn, authority figures are going to be so tight next week. So don't argue with your boss. Don't argue with your significant other. Anybody that may be feeling like they rule you or that they have authority over you or anything like that, or even yourself, if you feel like you have authority over people, there's going to be a lot of friction next week when it comes to that because with Pluto going direct, it's more of like, all right, we getting shit done. We're gonna shift through this. We're gonna bring in this rebirth, and we're gonna bring force into that. So it is aggressive next week. I want you to really consider these arguments that you may be wanting to enter with people. It is not the same energy. So we also have a full moon. So anyone who is looking for validation this week from anybody, throw it out the window. Nobody's gonna validate you this week. You're the only one that's gonna validate yourself. All right. So it's time to put on that armor of self love, compassion, and health, and push yourself to get validated. Because not even your boss is not going to validate you. As a matter of fact, I was even crying yesterday because, if you don't know, I resigned from my job, but I did it in a crazy way where. If I would have loved to get recognition for the work that I did for the last 9 years, yeah, I'm not getting that. So I was crying because I'm like, damn, ladies, you ain't really. But I did it the way that the universe told me to do it. However, when you do things, like my friend said, you have to take the band-aid and rip it off. You just couldn't do it slowly because at times, um, doubt and procrastination creeps in when you have determined, um, this determined, here we go, idea, this determined action. So, and all of us have this. For example, when we're wearing our clothes and we're gonna wear red and white, and then all of a sudden your mind says, oh, but a little bit of blue looks better, and so now all of a sudden you want to change your outfit to all blue instead of, and you just looking nice in your red and white. So that's the type of thing, like following your intuition. The first minute that like you accept it, go with it. The second time that you hear something when it comes to that situation is a doubt, right? Your intuition is the first one that speaks in your mind. So that first answer that you get. Why I say all of that? Because we as humans tend to doubt ourselves even deeper than someone else doubting us. Someone else doubting us is just adds on to our doubt, and then it doesn't allow us to move forward. And so with that being said, this week, do not doubt yourself. Pack your own jar of love, pack your own jar of abundance, and carry it with you. Stay low from people who are narcissistic, stay low from people who are control freaks. Wednesday, there is a new moon in Libra. This brings relationship peace. If you have the strength, even during this Mercury retrograde, Mercury is in Libra. Take this time to clear out any relationship concerns and issues. It is a great time. regardless of them saying, oh, Mercury, the communication, Libra is the sign of relationships. Libra is the sign of balance. So despite the fact that Mercury is in retrograde, you can still have a conversation that's passive and balanced, so that you can have so you can have clarity when Mercury goes direct on which route you want to go when it comes to partnerships and relationships. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be career. It could be a partnership with your child. You are a partner with your child. Partner create Partner is not one person, is two, right? So if you have a child, that's your partner. However you like view the word partner is up to you. I have control over that. So Wednesday, there's going to be a conjunction with Mars. Um, it's going to be a great energy when the moon is conjuncting. It means it's joining Mars. Mars is about action. Mars is about getting things done. So it'll be a great plan on Wednesday, especially with the new moon, to create what your full year until October 22 looks like. Like, it doesn't even have to be in details. If you're a detail person, do it. If you're not, it's just like you can make a calendar with 12 boxes on a piece of paper and then write from this month all the way until next year of 2022, something that you may be wanting to accomplish, something that you may be wanting to do. Even if like you want to go on vacation and you want to put it for next year around this time, it's a great time to plan something when the new moon in Libra is connected to Mars. Yeah, I told y'all. Even with in that same day, Mercury is also trining, meaning that it's making a triangle with Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So, with that being said, is a great time, specifically that day on Wednesday, to be able to write down your plans and to make peace with people, like I expressed to you guys. And as we move along the week, you have Venus entering Sagittarius on Thursday, which is a good thing because Sagittarius is a fire sign. Sagittarius is that sign that loves to have fun, that loves to explore, loves knowledge, loves to travel. So a lot of us maybe even look. I'm coming back, traveling back, but um Mercury, excuse me, not Mercury, Sagittarius is also about higher knowledge. So right now at this current time, you'll be in a space of being able to obtain and retrieve and just hold on to anything that has to do with like your higher self, or just things that haven't been clear in the past for you, that you may have some doubts. There's an expansion of knowledge on that area. So it'll be also a great time excuse me, to study, or just to tap into the unknown. Like, what does this mean? Like, let me see. You know, Thursday's a good day for that. And that same day on Thursday, I told you, Thursday there's a slight chance that control freaks may be out there. So just brace yourselves. Thursday. So put that shit in your calendar. So when Thursday comes and you see people wilding out and they be trying to tell you what the fuck to do, you don't engage in that conversation. You don't pursue that conversation. I gotta keep my eyes open because I'm a troublemaker. Not on purpose. All right. And then on Friday, we have the sun that's conjuncting Mars the next day. So again, the sun is what brightens us up, our personality, bringing light into it. And so even though whatever happened on Thursday, it may seem sticky icky, like really nasty, on Friday things clear up and we have a better sense of why these things were happening. But overall, it's a great chance for you to break free away from group thinking. Think individually. Anybody who's taking the individual route this week, thinking for themselves, not listening to anybody, not saying to get to work on time. I mean, not saying to get to work late. I'm not telling y'all to do that. What I'm telling y'all is to begin to take responsibilities, to take your own route. If you're going to go somewhere and nobody wants to go with you, go by yourself. It is time for you to start creating your own route. There'll be less friction this week should you decide to take your own route. That doesn't mean don't pair up with people, group up. No, but your mind has to be in a space of individuality at this current time. Again, it does not mean that you don't think of the collectives, but right now for yourself, next week, think, think for yourself. Don't let nobody like fuck with your head, like tell you things. If you're doing your research on stuff, and especially when it's work, right? If you're doing your work and your boss is like, oh, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, don't engage into that. Just prove I did this, I did that. Because the minute that you engage, you're beginning a new cycle of disruption at the workplace, disruption in relationships, right? When we don't engage in what is happening around us, we are literally cutting that cycle. And when we begin to understand that, it allows us to be in a better space because it doesn't come back around like a boomerang. Cutting a cycle and creating a new one allows us to release the old and start anew just by not responding to somebody, just by not writing, just by not engaging. That shit is powerful, bro. I hope that y'all can hear me because I'm trying not to be loud because they don't know I'm doing tarot in the hotel. And then the most important thing throughout the entire week is to embody peace, compassion, love, and abundance, of course. Abundance is not just monetary, health wise. A lot of us be forgetting about our health. Like, I barely have people asking me in tarot, how's my health? I'll just be like, without love, without your health, there's no love. I should have never got this way, right? I'll be feeling like Oprah. All right, so focus, my ladies. I'm going to take out um, two cards for the collectives, and after I do that, I'll take out each card for the zodiac signs. And I have new things coming along. It's just this trip was really unexpected. All right, dear angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, protecting us and guiding us when it comes to the collectives. What is the messages from October 9th to September? What is going on here? Give me 1 second. Dear angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, protecting us and guiding us when it comes to the collective for October 2nd to the 9th. What is the message? What is the message? We have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunity that it presents. This literally talks about when you're in that dark space and you feel like shit is happening to you, instead of understanding that it's happening for you. This is the mantra that will best help you to know that people are not necessarily really out to get you. You are the conduit to shift people's lives. And once we again grasp that area, knowing that we may be used by God, universe, to shift somebody else's life, which may cause a little disruption into our lives, but at the same time, it allows us to learn, right? These lessons coming along, like, oh, I've seen that before. I'm not going that way. So this is why gratitude is important in all aspects of what you're encountering this week, so that you can be able to say, even though I don't like it, I'm grateful for that shit because it taught me what I needed to know. Okay, and wow, self esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefits me and others. I spoke about this when it comes to, uh, oh shoot, there it goes. I think I got it. I'll put the mantra on there, but I spoke about this when it comes to really tapping into yourself and understanding what you want to do. Self esteem is a deeply rooted in our child inner excuse me, self-esteem is deeply rooted in our upbringing. So if we weren't taught to care for ourselves, if we weren't taught to uplift ourselves when we were down, this comes creeping up on us. So right this week is a good time to use all your strength, all your powers, all the tools that you have learned up to this time to uplift yourself. This week is not a week to look at yourself as the weakest link. You're not. No one is the weakest link unless you allow unless you allow yourself to be. Also, working with your root chakra and your heart chakra. Roots, I got the green. I don't know why I got the green. Roots, heart and your solar plexus. And the heart, as we know, the heart is the one that transmute and transforms everything. Is the fourth chakra in the middle of the lower meridians and the higher meridians. So when we use our heart to transform and transmute our self-esteem, it places us in a larger aspect of knowing that we have the power to overcome things. Your heart chakra is extremely powerful, extremely powerful. All we need is imagination and visualization, and everything is possible for us. And they're bringing it into reality. But I'll post these two. I want to pull out another one. Oop, let me put this to the side. I like these cards. Three is the magic number, anyways. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I don't need to say nothing else. And I will post these because these images actually assist you in getting into your own vortex. A vortex, if you don't know what it is just like a hole of energy. And so when you get into your own hole of energy, like hole, HOLE, of energy, you allow yourself to embody what is yours and what is worth your time. So trust is very important for you to build that inner trust with your higher self, your inner voice, and connecting with your solar plexus will give you the confidence to know that what is coming up for you is accurate. All right. So I'm using the True Love Tarot sign. So as you already knows, I'm gonna start with Aries, and next week we'll have a different format. Hey, angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, protecting us and guiding us. Yeah, y'all can still see me, right? Your live stream is experiencing. I hope not. Dear angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, protecting us and guiding us. When it comes to Aries, what messages do you have for Aries sun, moon, and rising? So if you have your Aries as your sun, if you have a moon as an Aries, or if you have a rising, it doesn't mean you have all three, but if you have either one of these in your chart, this message is for you. You have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Right now, you can be feeling defenseless next week, or you may be feeling defenseless within yourself. Although you are ready for the world next week, you not feeling too confident. But with the number seven, Spirit has your back. Whatever it is that you're doing, you really do not have any obstacles in your way besides yourself next week. There may be some shadow, a little bit of your shadow work. Oops, wrong side. A little bit of your shadow work still needing to be cleared up. So as you see this shield right here, you're using it to be able to push through whatever you have been going through. With Sagittarius, with who's moving into Sagittarius? Excuse me. Venus, excuse me. With Venus moving into Sagittarius, take up that energy, that loving beauty energy, and then that fiery energy to shift through your darkness, whatever it is that you need to end, and allow yourself to move forward. There's really nothing holding you back. Again, the number seven is with spirit, so connect with your spirit guides. Um, if you've been feeling like I'm hearing sweat lodge. I don't know if any of you know about sweat lodge, but if you've been thinking about going to a sweat lodge, it is a good time for you to go there to detox. Next week for my Aries, detoxifying, sweating. I'm getting a lot of sweating. Like sweating and releasing toxic within your body is also being called out. No, so if you have like an attitude problem next week, Aries, fix that shit. All right, ain't nobody coming at you right now. Meaning that people, yes, people may be coming at you, but it's not touching you, right? So the attitude is more of like, fuck out of here, da da da. No, be more like, okay, thank you very much. I am protected. Thank you for showing me who you are, right? Be using that other aspect of yourself, not that angry one, Aries, but more of like the passive, compassionate one, where it's just like, you know what? Thank you for showing me who you are. Also, I do get that you do have a lot on your plate with this bag being very full. That you have a lot on your plate, so it is also probably why you feel overwhelmed next week and you feeling like you did too much to yourself. So go back to your drawing board and start setting some schedules for yourself so that you can be able to maximize next week. Taurus, if you have your sun in Taurus or your moon in Taurus or your rising in Taurus, this is for you. Lauren, yes, I miss you. How are you? Taurus, you have the Justice card. This is a major arcana, so something with the law may be happening for you next week. But there's something that's coming to a balance, right? With all this Libra energy, this is Libra. Your communications is going to be balanced next week. Anything that you do next week is going to be golden, right? Because I do feel like this, this sense of release, this sense of I don't know. I just feel like that's how I feel like you're gonna be next week. Like you just like you on point. Your communications, you like swiftly. You even surprising yourself. Like, oh, I didn't know that, but you didn't. Why? Because you're allowing your higher self to tap in. So you'll be tapping into a lot of this ether energy, this energy of connecting with spirit next week, Taurus. And you're also gonna be. I'm hearing teaching other people. I don't know who you are, but some of you guys may be teaching other people how to tap in to their spiritual side. Okay, Taurus. Go ahead now. So also I got purity, clarity, cleansing. So just like Aries detoxifying, right? I'm probably gonna if another person comes with that energy, another sign, I'm gonna just tell everybody because it's anyways, detoxifying, allowing yourself to find what is purity to you, not what is purity to other people, not what you're supposed to be doing on how other people view you. Do you on how you view you? Oh, you like that? Do you on how you view you? And with clouds, you're gonna be up here a lot. You're gonna be in your head next week. But it's not. It's gonna be clear. It's not gonna be foggy for you. And again, if you're going through any legal actions, there's going to be a great balance when it comes to that. I do hear some may be winning whatever case they're doing. Others might need to go through another trial or another type of process before they can actually receive whatever you've been waiting for. And this could be in any legal aspect. It doesn't necessarily have to be court per se, but it does have to do with like if some of you guys may have not been paying your rent or may have been paying your rent and those type of things, right? And the energy is coming up and now spirit is like, all right, we got to get this together. So but next week you do have the power to speak up, you do have the power to you do have the power to come from an authentic space, and Taurus, you do have the power to guide others next week. If you are a Gemini sun or you have a moon or you have a rising, this mensaje is for the jewel. You have the emperor in reverse, and that is also a major arcana. So I do get that there's like a male figure that is coming into your life next week, Gemini, and this male figure can be in a spiritual form or it can be in an actual physical form, and this person is coming in to enlighten you. So some of my Geminis, you may be feeling like this person is coming in so you can date them, not necessarily this a male figure or just like this masculine energy that's coming in for my Geminis next week to enlighten them, right? This ray is about enlightening. This ball is about enlightening. So, and if this is you, if you don't hang out with anybody or whatever, your energy, right? Because the card is in reverse, your energy next week is going to be strong, Gemini, for you to trust yourself. This ball is next to the solar plexus. So if next week, Gemini, you doubt yourself on the path where you want to go, this really talks about whatever you decide next week is a life change decision, because this ankh is eternal life, right? So it's a life changing decision. So it really does have to come from your solar plexus. It really does have to come from your intuition. This is something that is going to be strongly, look, the shoulders, right? This could be a right. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, y'all, with these damn photos, I be feeling like it is Aries though, but sometimes the Aries of the ram looks like a goat, but this is Aries. So also if some of my Geminis, if you know, hold on, y'all, let me get this water. Because if not, I won't be able to talk to y'all. I found key limes in Florida. I never seen key limes. I was so excited. I bought a whole bag. I'm probably gonna let me not say this online. Yo, people don't know. I be wilding out sometimes. All right. So Gemini, where your card at? Oh, oh Lord. See what I mean? Because I started. Oh man, Gemini. We know it's the Emperor though. So basically, pretty much. No, I'm not gonna do that. Let me get the card. Ay, Dios mío. You see what I do? All right, it's okay, fine. I'm not gonna go through that. That Mercury shit. Found it. All right. And so internally, oh, so if you have any, if you're next to an Aries or you have an Aries male figure in your life, Gemini, this also talks about this person coming in and bringing enlightenment. So next week for my Geminis is really strongly on building a plan on what you want your future to look like. Why I say your future? Because of the Ankh. And then I'm gonna tell y'all something. I just noticed this, and this is for y'all. You see that? Those are buildings. I've never seen that before. And these buildings is talking about building your foundation. Building your foundation. Let me see if my hand goes right. Building your foundation for a life decision, following your intuition, and allowing yourself to be guided, right? It's no longer about doing things by yourself. Allow yourself to be guided by someone who is here to assist you. But most importantly, yourself. How are you going to assist yourself to receive this abundance, to receive this help? Geminis like doing things on their own. Dear angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, protecting us and guiding us when it comes to Cancer, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, or Cancer Rising. What is the message? What is the message? Talk to me, y'all. How was y'all week? With all those cards flying, Cancer, you look, see? Cancer, you what's going on? Yeah. Yeah, see, you Cancer, first of all, y'all didn't want a card because of this. You have the five of coins. Next week you may be feeling deprived in self-worth, deprived in the decisions that you have been making. You seem like you're in a dark hole, especially when it comes to monetary talk to me, spirit. I'm gonna say monetary endeavors. You may not be feeling like you can buy yourself the things that you want with the five. Five is about change, so it all depends, right? With the eye right there. How are you looking at your finances? Are you looking at yourself from a space of not being abundant? Because what happens is that ripple effects. You see that? If you find yourself being in a space of not having enough or feeling like you will never get enough, that ripple effects, you see those lines? Where you at? Right here. Those lines, those are ripple effects. So what you think will create your next move. And I have this dispute with my sister all the time. And it's like, yes, I understand. And it's very hard for us. It took me a long time. It took me like, I believe it took me like 7 years to understand this. We create each and every meter seconds. I don't even know if that exists, but every nanosecond exists of your life, you're creating it. So if right now I express to myself, Vicky, hi Vicky. Right now, if I express to myself that I am, here we go. I'm gonna shift it anyways. If I say to myself, I am not abundant, I am never gonna get anywhere, my subconscious mind grabs that. And next thing you know, for the next week or two, that's how I'm going to be. So create, Cancer, create a new mindset. Create. Five is about change. So yes, you may be in a space of not being abundant at this time, but as you begin to shift your mindset, you can create what you want. And next week again is a great time. There's that new moon that's happening on Wednesday. Use that energy to say to yourself, next year around this time, I'm not going to be in this energy. I'm not going to be in this energy. I'm not going to be in a space of feeling like I need to beg or feeling that I don't have enough. Why? Because I'm recreating that. I would, if you're into mantras, there's a lot of mantras out there. If you feel like, well, especially when it comes to work as well, like you may be feeling like your job is not enough, Cancer. So right now, it's all about what are your skills? Talk to yourself. What are your skills? How much do you really want to make? And can you do that on your own? And if you can't, can you have a side hustle, right? Can you work with somebody else and have a side hustle until you decide that if you want to be an entrepreneur or not? Because not all of us is here to be an entrepreneur, but be in a space where you can still not feel like this. If you want to work for somebody else, don't feel like this because it's not going to go well for you next week. Allow yourself to know that you deserve more. And self-worth, self-worth, self-worth. That abundance of money is not going to come in, or the material world is not going to come in until you feel worthy of any of what you want to receive. We have to feel worthy of that. And again, that goes back to our childhood. Our childhood traumas really puts us in space of not feeling worthy. All right. I forgot to mention earlier, the Reiki box is still open. I have to keep it open. Spirit told me to keep it open until next week, to be able to bring people in. We are healing the inner child. So if you're interested, you can see the description below. And I got that. I got that juice. I got that self care calendar. Get that shit. October calendar is here. Whew. So we have Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, or Leo Rising. The Wheel of Fortune. Leo, you're transitioning into a space that you don't even recognize yourself. Your cycle of whatever was holding you in the past is being reinvented by yourself, by you, and by those who you trust, your circle, where you have finger, your circle, and your spiritual team. So if you believe in higher beings, as far as your angels and your archangels, they're tapping into you this week, Leo, so that you can be able to overcome whatever you have been through, right? This cycle, there's an end. So next week is going to be really heavy for you, Leo, because when a cycle ends, right, there is some turbulence, and that turbulence is the fight that you may have internally to let go of what you're used to and where you want to be, right? This is the friction that my Leos is having next week. So with the Wheel of Fortune is really just letting go of what no longer serves you. Declutter. I'm hearing declutter your home. As you declutter your home, it allows you to release some of that energy that you yourself didn't know you had there. So it's really about cleansing. Now I'm gonna say it for everybody. Everybody detox this week. Everybody do some type of detox. Drink some lemon with water. I already started and I ain't even read. I ain't even know. Lemon with water. Um, Go ahead and eat a little bit of vegetables. Don't argue with me. I don't give a fuck if you don't like vegetables. Drink a fucking green juice for the life of you. Chlorophyll is good to purify your bloodstream. Y'all think that I like bitter juice? I hate that shit. I hate fucking eating fucking Swiss chard. I hate that shit. But put that shit in the juice for me. I'm drinking it really fast and then I'm drinking water after that. But I'm getting it done. You wanna know why? Because I know that it's gonna purify my body. Now I know that we all don't have that ability and it's just so nasty that we can't take it. But you know what else is gonna be bothering us? When we're foggy in our minds, when we can't make these clear decisions and we put ourselves in situations that we don't need to because we didn't detoxify ourselves. And that's talking about health wise. Heartburn. Heartburn. Nobody wants to go through heartburn. I used to. I used to go through heartburn a lot. But you know what I use? I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. It's not a secret because it's on the internet, but it's apple cider vinegar, a little bit of honey, and water. I guarantee you. Don't be taking no. Well, don't tell people what to do. All right, try it, and if it's good, get off the tums, because it helps you out. Now, I'm not telling you to drink a whole thing. Don't be crazy. Literally, one one tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and the rest is water. Like 4 to 6 ounces of water, and a little bit of honey. And you drink it, you're gonna feel it's gonna be like, "Ugh," but as soon as it goes down, you're gonna start burping, and all that acid reflux is gone. All right, we having a nutritional class today too. All right, sun, moon, or rising for my Virgo. I know they probably like, what is this lady doing over there? Virgo, what's happening? Virgo in reverse, you have the Seven of Cups. Cups is about emotions. So right now, you're in a space of having. I'm hearing that you're having too many choices. That could also trigger a Virgo to have too many choices. Virgo loves details, and so right now, next week, things are not so detailed as you would like it to be. So now you're confused on, or you may feel like you're confused on which route to go, but truthfully, your path is being open for you to just walk through without making any choices and just allowing you to absorb what is surrounding you at this time. Take your time making choices next week. If you don't have to, don't make any choices. And I know that may be a little bit triggering for some of my Virgos not to make a choice because you want to know what your next step is. But right now, your abundance jar is so full that spirit is just like, chill the fuck out, chill out, relax, don't do nothing next week. The following week is a different story, but this week is for you to focus on your emotional stability and being in a happy space of what you have created so far. And with this tattoo in the back, it's like your ancestors are also letting you know that they got your back and that you don't have to worry about anything. This person is protected. If you may be feeling unprotected in the last 2 or 3 weeks, Virgos, you are protected and you don't have to worry about anything. But what's really calling out is to cry, my baby. Cry, cry, cry. Remember, watch something that makes you cry. All right. You can watch anything that makes you cry. You can literally sit down and talk to your inner child. When you talk to your inner child, tears come out. It doesn't have to be tears of sadness either. It could be tears of joy. You can watch something funny and just allow this energy flow to be released. And also with your emotions, you have the energy to talk with others about relationships and how you feel and how you may be wanting things to move forward when it comes to the relationship that you share with your children, with your significant other, and even with yourself. And with this, there's a starfish. The starfish here is letting you know that even if you feel like you're going backwards, you still a star. You still in a space of illuminating and enlightening your path. So don't feel like 2 steps backwards is not going to bring you 10 steps forward, because it will. All right, dear angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here. Protecting us and guiding us. We have Libra. Happy birthday, Libra. Happy birthday, Libra. Libra, sun, moon, or rising. You have the hangman. What I like about this card, and this is a major arcana card, what I like about this card is that it doesn't matter which way you turn it. To me personally, it's abundant, right? So if I turn it this way, it's still knowledge, and if you turn it this way, it's still knowledge. So what I get from this card for you, Libra, is bringing in that balance from the unknown to the known, bringing in all that you have accomplished and grounding it. Here is, you have everything that you need already. You have the light, You have what it needs to create what you want, but you personally don't feel that you do have enough. You feel like you're empty. You feel like you can't really do anything for anybody, and for the most part, you just feel like you just here. You just here to bring balance, and that's it. But that's not true, Libra. Right now, you have the knowledge. Look at this man, or this, yeah, man or woman doesn't matter. But look at this. Well, it is a man, but I'm talking about for you guys. Tree is knowledge. So it doesn't matter if you have leaves or not, you still are standing on a solid foundation. So that's what you have to remember, Libra, that no matter what you do next week, you're still on a solid foundation, and you all you have to do is allow yourself to flow. The way leaves grow on a tree, they take their time and they flow and they fall off and they come back on. So this time for you, if you feel like you fell off your high horse, or you felt like, not high horse, I should have never said that. No, well, it came out. So, but yeah, well, some of you are on your high horse. I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it funky. So if you was on your high horse and you was knocked down, you still have the knowledge. If you felt like you didn't have the knowledge because you wasn't appreciated, you still have the knowledge. Do not doubt yourself next week, Libra. And with this four, is foundation again. So allow your knowledge to seek down to build that foundation for you. I'm also getting not to work too hard, right? Because the hangman is about staying still. So look at your surroundings. What have you created for yourself so far? And how can you use what you have, right? Right? If he reaches here, he can grab a fruit. If he reaches over here, he can grab a fruit. So there's nothing out of your reach at this current time, but you yourself have your hands behind your back where you feel like you stuck. But when you have your hand behind your back, you're holding your own hand behind there. So with that being said, release. Oh, y'all seen that? Release and let go and allow yourself to let the energy flow through. Let it flow through. Meditation is what I'm hearing for some of y'all. If you don't meditate, it's cool. Write down something. Use this new moon in Libra. Use this new moon in Libra to really solidify your foundation. So specifically for you, put get that 1 year plan together. All right. I'm so excited to be here with y'all. I miss y'all so much. I did the YouTube thing. It was dope, but it's not the same. I love y'all YouTube. I'm still putting this on YouTube. Listen, everything's about trial and improvement. And for me, I don't mind. That's what life is all about. All right, who's next? Hold on, let me fix my leg, bro. Ay. There we go. Libra, Scorpio. Scorpio. Mama, oh, Scorpio birthdays. My mother's birthday is coming through. Like it just jumped out. My brother. All right. You have the Eight of Coins, and the Eight of Coins is creativity for you this week. Um, Again, you also have the tree, so the tree of knowledge this week is great for you to just sit down and think about all of the knowledge that you have. Like we have so much knowledge and we doubt ourselves, and we really do. Even if just that little thing I said about the apple cider vinegar for the acid reflux, a lot of people don't know about that. And I would think that people know about it or whatever, but no, people really don't know about it. And so there's a lot within you, Scorpio, that people don't know about. Not about you personally, all right, but about your knowledge and what. Remember that you are the investigator of the zodiac sign. Remember that you help us go deep into our shadows. You help us go deep into our intuition. So you have that energy to share with us. And you're pretty much almost at the end of everything right now. You may be going through and at the end of some of you guys building something, like maybe like a project, or building yourself up. But there is a lot of creative energy happening for you. The number 8 is about um What you're gonna tell me? The number 8 is about infinity. The number 8 is also the second step to foundation. Number 4 is foundation. 8 is solidify foundation with abundance, right? And then you have the coin there. Also, detailed on your self-worth. How do you feel about yourself? How do you care about how others feel about you? Don't worry about how others feel about you, because you can see here that you by yourself, right? And so finish up the projects this week of what you want to do. And if you are out there needing to promote something next week, even during Mercury retrograde, this would be a good time to promote something just to see where it goes, right? Doesn't mean that you have to solidify it, but for my Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, put something out there and test it out to see how it goes. Even if maybe you put it out for free, or whatever the case might be. That's for my entrepreneurs. For those who are working, you may be also on the verge of receiving a new promotion, a new job. And with the roots being out of the ground, I want to say that your root chakra is asking for assistance at this time. That is saying, yes, we are rooted, but we're not deeply grounded, rooted in our own energy. So they want you to do that. You see that? Own energy, and you see that ripple effect? I love men that smells good. Like, you could be ugly. Let me not say that. No, I'll say that. I said it. You could be ugly. Hey, you know what? Some of my features ain't so cute. I don't care. But you gotta accept yourself. But you could be not in the best features for my liking and smell good. And I'll be like, I love men. All right. Too much, my ladies. Too much. TMI. Dear angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, protecting us and guiding us when it comes to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you already know Venus. Oh, Sagittarius, you're gonna be a little, not a little bit, but you're gonna be sexual this week. You might up your appearance next week. You might show a little bit next week. You might be wearing those fall boots if you're in the city, or if you on the other side of the world, you may be who wears short shorts. So there is a lot of sexiness for my Sagittarius next week. I just felt that off the back. With Venus going into your sign and you a fire sign, bruh, bro. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. Another major arcana for you, and that is the Chariot, but is in reverse. So internally, shit is gonna be moving fast for you, Sag. So prepare yourself, right? You have the Sphinx here, you have the yin yang, you have the dark and the light. So right now, next week is about you combining your shadow side with your reality at this time, and allowing yourself to really shift through this energy. Is deep decluttering, to be honest with you. With the pyramids in the back is, well, technically there's no real obstacle because the pyramids are on the side, but this dress, you seen that dress? This is water. This is water in the back. Water. Releasing, allowing yourself to maybe visit a body of water next week and connect with yourself. There's a bit of internal separation, and this week is for you to stand strong in your ground and bring your light and dark together and move forward, and allow yourself to know that you are in control of your life. There's stars up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 7 star. Oh, it don't make sense. The chariot is a 7. 7. The number 7 is with spirit. I want to say for the next 7 days, build a plan or regime for yourself on what you would like to do every day, right? The self calendar is available if you want to use those 7 days for the self care calendar to see how that makes you feel. That is definitely a plus. But I do really feel that next week you're not really going to be fucking with a lot of people. You're really going to be focusing on yourself and embodying that dark and light side of you so that you can be able to move forward. With the water there, yeah, you're going to be emotional, but not where it's going to overwhelm you, right? Because it's not like all the way up here. It's like down here. So you're going to be emotional, but you're going to be stern about the decisions that you make. All right, who's next? Sag. We have. Oh, don't fall on the floor, please. Capricorn. Caps. Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is me too, y'all. The King of Cups. Ooh, sneaky shit, sneaky shit. So that's a lot going on, Cap. So the first thing I see is imbalance in decisions on relationships. With the two cups in the hand is like two people that some of my single people may be looking after, and they don't know who to pick. But this person here has more of what you're interested in than this person here, but this person looks like they stabilize you while this person puts you in a space of not of confusion and not knowing if it's a real relationship or not. So for some of my Capricorns who may be looking to partner up with somebody and be in a relationship, do chill out and reconsider what they are offering you in order for you to move forward in the decisions that you're making. You're not too emotional because the ties are low, right? But at the same time, with this right here, this is an octopus, right? And this really talks about feeling trapped, feeling like next week is not allowing you to go anywhere. There's just feeling like you're in space, and that could be a good thing in regards to not taking any action while you're in this energy. So if you're in this energy, it is time for you to just relax, take a seat, right? If you've been going, Cap, sit back and take a seat so you can make decisions because um although this decision feels like it's a good one, this one at times may feel more rounded and predictable. The one around the air bubble can pop at any time and it can maybe like shatter or fall, right? And it's lopsided too. And with the clouds here on your left side, when it comes to any maternal aspects, any feminine aspects, maybe your emotional side with your mother could be calling out next week for balance, as well as if you are a mother, sit with your children next week to bring in balance and see how they're doing. But for the most part, when it comes to you, moving away from deception, I'm getting the word deceive. Somebody could be deceiving you next week. Um, if you could lay low next week and just probably talk to people virtually or online, allow yourself to do that. But you may be feeling trapped next week. It is not the case because you can create your own reality, but that's what's coming out for some of you. Okay, 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 okay. Hi, Amy. Girl, you gotta go back to Taurus. It's popping. All right. Amy, thank you, Amy, for checking in on me every Saturday. She was very concerned as to why I wasn't logging in. I definitely was going through my own purging, and I had to, and I couldn't, bring that energy to y'all. So it hurt my heart to not go on every week. And I would, and I don't even know. I would go, and I'll be like, I'm going on, Spirit. They'd be like, all right, nothing will be working. So I just gave up. Here I am once again. All right. And we have Capricorn, Aquarius, Acuario. Como te extraño. Aquarius, first of all, if you're into shrooms, that could be coming your way next week. And I'm not promoting drugs, y'all, but if you do your own investigation, you will understand why they were labeled as drugs and why we were prevented from engaging in these type of substances. And that's where I'm going to leave it at because I'm not here to be um, a spokesperson for anything. But anyways, so shrooms is in the building, and so this is if you do participate in this, it's going to help you with your third eye. It's going to help you with really understanding what you've been looking for because I don't know what you've been looking for, but through this journey you're going to find what you're going to be looking for, Aquarius. For others of you, you're really the Empress is about feeling yourself, feeling in that energy, feeling in the space of knowing that you're making these decisions from an authentic space, that you're in your power. Right here with this light, it's about moving forward with what you want to do. A lot of us may not be wanting to move forward because of the energies that's been happening, but right now, like I told y'all today, Pluto is going direct. By the end of the before today, there was 7 planets. Well, there were 6 planets in retrograde, and then an asteroid, which is Chiron. But sometimes they want to put Chiron as a planet. I don't get it. But anyways, so all those planets and vibrations going backwards or just standing still in the sky, it puts us at a standstill, and we thinking that we not in a space of doing what we have to do. Yes, they washing their hands. We thinking that we not doing good for ourselves. We thinking that we not in the space of moving forward, and we actually are, right? But we are moving with the energy that moves us. And so, with that being said, next week Aquarius, everything that you've been doing for the last 6 months is just gonna start pouring at you, pouring at you, pouring at you, and you're going to be seeing your abundance, and you're going to be seeing that those tears weren't for no reason. You're gonna be seeing that crossing over to this side was for no reason, and you're gonna see it. Um, dress up next week, dress up every day if you feel like it. Feel your power, feel what you have overcome, because you have overcome a lot. All right. Saturn is in your sign and it's going to go direct this month. I'm just telling y'all, just prepare y'all fucking selves. Prepare yourselves, because shit is gonna be going like this. And it's the end of the year. 2022 is coming through. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Buenos días. All right. So let me see what else Aquarius. But Aquarius, you pretty much are in the space of abundant. You're in the space of knowing that, oh, and then your throat chakra. You can work on your throat chakra to be able to speak your truth. That'll be dope as well. Look at this right here. To me, it's a butterfly. Move it over, my ladies. All right, you see that? That right there is in blue, and that talks to me about your throat chakra. So if you can do some throat chakra activity, Aquarius, to help you speak your authentic truth, that would be amazing for you and your energy. And last but not least, uh, last but not least, Pisces. Aquarius was trying to come through. Pisces, Pisces, ¿cómo estás? Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Prince of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, which is your communication, which is you having the ability next week to really cut through any relationship concerns and issues. You're in a space of, I want to say, authority at the current time when it comes to communicating with other people surrounding you. If you have any children, you'll be able to understand them better next week. If you had something to say to somebody, there's no stopping you. And when it comes to your thoughts and your ideas, whatever is coming in here, Pisces, is really meant for you to take action. This person is flying in the air. And again, taking action doesn't mean that you literally now have to go out there and do something and search. Taking action just means like you can write something down. That's taking action. Taking action means I'm going to take a nap and I'm going to think about this, and thinking about this is going to bring me clarity. So when I wake up from my nap, it's going to bring me clarity. And you, Pisces, as an imaginary zodiac, zodiac sign, and then you have Neptune. What the fuck? And see, this is why I don't wear wigs. Calm down, my ladies. Neptune, it rules your, is one of your avatars. So when Neptune being your avatar, it does really brings you into knowing the difference between what can be real for you and what can be an illusion for you. So it really does talk about using your authentic voice to say to others how you feel about certain things. Amending relationships this week for Pisces is very important. But there's nothing stopping you. You got wings. You got wings and a cape. You don't just got a wing, you got a wing and a cape. So that means you really, really flying high next week. Just really tap into your energy. What does it look like to speak your truth to others? What does it look like to talk to your children? What does it look like to talk to your significant other? And Or if not your significant other, talk to yourself. How do you talk to yourself? Are you uplifting yourself? Are you taking yourself into a space of authenticity? Where is your thoughts taking you? And if you don't like the way you're thinking about yourself, it's time to shift it. If you don't like the way other people are thinking about you, which is the way you think about yourself, like a lot of times we don't realize that the way other people think about us is how we think about ourselves. So if you feel like other people find you to be worthless, then you have to go within yourself and find that peace that you feel worthless in, so that you can start amending it and patching it up and rebuilding and rebirthing from that, so that you can be in a space of authenticity for yourself. It takes work. I'm not telling you that it's going to be fucking easy, but what I'm going to tell you is that if you decide to do the work on a consistent basis, it's going to bring you into a space of the Red Bull action. I got wings. All right. Oh my God, I miss y'all guys so much. This Florida energy is popping. I love the spirits who are over here. Now, I've visited Florida 4 times my entire life, and I'm just wondering, like, what spiritual team is over here that keep bringing me to Orlando, Florida? And I always come over here and I come on vacation, or actually to do work, but it's just weird. Anyways, don't forget to get your self-care calendar, and the Reiki box is still open if you guys are interested in healing your inner child. It is going to be an intense month, and this box will assist in passively releasing some of this energy. I send out energy every day at 5:30 in the morning. Okay, I love y'all so much. Peace, love, and gratitude.